Welcome to today's Explainer. I am incredibly excited to dive into this one with you because honestly, we are looking at a massive, game-changing shift in the digital marketing world. Seriously, if you still think that reaching that coveted #1 link on Google is the finish line and that once you're there, you're just set for life, well, it's time to completely rethink that. We are living through a literal earthquake in the digital landscape right now. We're talking about the death of traditional SEO and the massive rise of branding. This isn't just an update. This is a phenomenon that's rewriting the rules of the game from scratch. I mean, for years, the playbook has been exactly the same, right? You optimize your site, you build some links, and you claim that top spot. But the foundation of that entire strategy is cracking. So today, we're going to break down exactly what this seismic shift means for you, and more importantly, how you can actually use it to your advantage.
So let's just start by looking at the sheer, shocking scale of this disruption, 58%. According to some incredibly precise data from Airbez, we are watching a staggering event unfold right in front of us. Pages that have fought, optimized, and struggled for literally years to reach rank 1. They could see a 58% drop in organic clicks. Yeah, you heard that right. More than half of the traffic that felt basically guaranteed for you yesterday could just vanish into thin air. I mean, think about what that actually means for a business that relies on top-of-funnel search traffic to survive. We're not talking about a cute little algorithm tweak that bumps you down to position 3. Actually, scratch that. It's more like the complete evaporation of your primary traffic source, happening almost overnight.
So you're probably wondering, how is a massive traffic drop like that even possible? Well, it all comes down to Google's newest driving force, AI Overviews, or AIO for short. Basically, this is a new feature that provides direct, neatly summarized AI answers right at the very top of the search results page. And it has completely turned the standard search experience on its head. Now, you already know the digital marketing landscape, so you know how fundamentally disruptive this is. When these AI-generated answers pop up at the top, they give the user a perfectly clean, summarized answer to their specific query, immediately. The whole friction of hunting through different websites, completely gone. The user gets exactly what they asked for, instantly, without having to click away to a single external domain.
And that leads us to the truly terrifying reality of this whole situation. It's bypassing rank 1 entirely. Listen, even if your site has absolutely flawless content, incredible backlinks, and you've poured blood, sweat, and tears into holding that #1 spot, there's a really high probability the user's never even going to visit your site. Because why would they? They get their question answered right at the top, basically served on a silver platter by the AI. They literally have no reason to click your link anymore. That old transactional relationship between the searcher and the publisher, it's been totally short-circuited. Technically, sure, you're still ranking #1, but that rank is suddenly buried underneath a highly intelligent summary that just steals all the attention.
All right, let's move into Section 5, the hit list. Who is most at risk?
Let's look at the anatomy of this threat and figure out exactly who is standing on the front lines here. Because these aren't just theoretical dangers, there are very specific targets in the crosshairs. The unfiltered, blunt reality we have to face is this: if AI can summarize it, you are at risk. If your content is structured in a way that an AI can easily scrape it, process it, and feed it back to a user in 3 clear sentences, you are incredibly vulnerable. You are right in the line of fire. Think about it. If your whole business model relies on answering simple stuff like, "What's the capital of France?" or "How do I boil an egg?" the AI can just do that faster and cleaner than your website ever could. If you're basically a middleman for basic information, well, the AI just officially cut you out of the deal.
Digging into the source data, there are 4 distinct groups that are going to suffer the most immediate damage from this. First up, educational sites that provide those simple step-by-step answers. Second, blogs that are just pumping out general informational content without any unique angle. Third, product review and comparison sites that pretty much just list specs and prices. And finally, general content creators who rely purely on search volume instead of actual depth. If your digital footprint falls into any of these buckets, the AI is effectively intercepting your audience before they ever make it to your domain. It reads your hard work, summarizes the takeaways, and gives it to the user, leaving you completely out in the cold. Which brings us to Section 8, the big paradigm shift from algorithms to brands. Now, let's pivot from the anxiety of all this and look at the analytical opportunity. Google's AI isn't just some cool new widget. It's fundamentally changing how the internet operates. In the old world, the entire fight was about chasing algorithms and getting to rank first. Just being #1 was enough to win. You'd tweak some keywords, optimize your meta tags, and boom, the traffic rolled in. But in the new world, we are facing a totally different game, where your survival depends exclusively on deep, comprehensive brand building. You have to drop that obsolete mindset of blindly chasing keywords. You're no longer trying to convince a machine to rank you. You're trying to convince a human being to specifically seek you out.
Because if a user searches for your brand by name, no AI overview is ever going to intercept that.
Okay, time to inject some high energy here, because knowing this actually gives you a huge advantage. Let's look at Section 10. 5 Pillars for Survival, the New Rules of Winning. The death of traditional SEO is honestly a golden opportunity if you learn the new playbook. Your survival now rests on 5 essential pillars. Step 1, powerful branding that makes you a lasting memory in your audience's mind. They have to remember who you are, not just what you answered. Step 2, deep, unbreakable user trust. You need to be the authority they actively seek out. Step 3, a smart, strategic social media presence to connect where AI isn't answering queries. Step 4, building a fiercely loyal community around your unique identity. And Step 5, and this is a big one, providing real, highly specialized human content.
I really want to zoom in on that 5th step, because the research had this absolutely perfect quote: content that no machine or AI can copy or fake. This right here is your ultimate shield against AI overviews. In a world where an algorithm can summarize facts in a microsecond, your survival purely depends on genuine human connection. You've got to offer authentic insights, personal stories, and a depth of perspective that a machine just can't fake. I mean, sure, an AI can spit out the technical specs of a camera in a heartbeat, but it cannot tell you how that camera actually felt in your hands while you were frantically shooting a wedding in the pouring rain, right? That lived, human experience, that is your moat.
And that perfectly tees up Section 13, the Human Connection Advantage, leaving SEO tricks behind.
This really is the core thesis of everything we've unpacked today. Relying on search engine tricks is officially over. Keyword stuffing, backlink schemes, the machines are just too smart for that now. To survive, you have to pivot from being a generic information provider to being a trusted advisor and a compelling storyteller. So I want to wrap up this explainer by leaving you with a really powerful question to think about. If AI answers easily, why should users trust your brand? What is your actual human added value? Take some time to really think deeply about that. You've got to review and rethink your entire digital strategy for this new world. Stop competing on raw information and start competing on insight, personality, and trust. Thanks so much for joining me for this analysis, and until next time, start thinking about how to build that undeniable brand.